Welcome back to Colorado National Speedway and the Toyota Napa Auto Parts Bonus Challenge 150. Going for that big bonus. Eric Holmes here starting to pass some cars. It is really easy to get a lap down on a short track like this.
It sure is, and this may be an opportunity for Luis Martinez to take advantage of the traffic, the heavy traffic that Eric Holmes is in, to maybe try to wrestle that lead away.
You see the 15 there of Thomas Martin going a lap down. Martin started the day in the 5 car owned by Jack Sellers, but Sellers got out of the 15 so the youngster would have a chance to race when that 5 car broke.
Yeah, that's a great move by Jack Sellers, and he's one of the most important people in this series. Brings multiple cars to the racetrack, and as we talked about earlier, Jack's been around himself a lot of starts.
Yeah, he has 2 young guys in the race. Justin Funkhauser and Thomas Martin kind of mentors them a little bit.
There's Todd Souza, the 13 car, getting ready to go a lap down to Eric Holmes. Eric's on the inside.
Todd Souza has had some good runs this year.
You know, he's looking forward to our next race at Miller Motorsports Park in Utah. He's a former winner there in the series.
3 top 10s on the season for Souza. Going a lap down here to Eric Holmes, who is really fast.
Yeah, Martinez is able to stay right with Eric Holmes. He's about 2 or 3 car lengths behind right now as Eric works his way through the lap traffic.
And again, this is a race where the rules are no tire changes. Really, most of these guys will not make any kind of a pit stop. And so you have to take care of those tires.
Yeah, because the guys have talked about this racetrack being a little bit abrasive on tires, so it's not a matter, you can't hammer that thing for 150 laps and you think you're going to have anything at the end. You're going to really have to conserve. Right now, Luis Martinez is doing a nice job trying to get by the lap car of Todd Souza.
You see King Taco on the side of the car. Luis Martinez's dad is King Taco. Bob Rucati, the car owner there of the 6 car.
There's a battle for third. That's Greg Persley, the black number 26, and right behind him, getting by a lap car, is the 22 of Jonathan Gomez.
Well, we mentioned Persley, who has qualified so well so many times this season and then has just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's had a lot of unfortunate things happen.
One of his best runs of the year was in the Camping World Truck Series at Iowa. He made his Truck Series debut, had a top 10 finish. Already 50 laps in the books here. Boy, they go by fast.
150 laps will make up this race. Again, we're a third through, and Michael Self, as you said, boy, he's really started to come on.
He's running right now in the 5th position. There's Moses Smith, the 16 car. That's 6th. Paulie Hiraka right behind him. That's 7th.
Self is currently 5th. That equals his best finish of the season as you take a look at Paulie Hiraka, the youngster who was Rookie of the Year a year ago and claimed victory here at Colorado.
Some big news coming out of Paulie Hiraka's camp. He will make his nationwide debut at Montreal here in just a few days. So I know he's looking forward to that. Then he has to go back to school for his junior year at Duke University.
How about that? Student at Duke, stock car racer as well. And a lot of people do think he has a bright future.
He sure does. Very well spoken, with a great team too. This entire Bill McAnally team really is strong. They have 3 cars right now running in the top 10, including our leader, Eric Holmes,
who's led all but 2 laps of this race. And as we've said before, and it bears repeating again, when he gets out front, watch out. Already 3 wins on the season, including the last race at Montana.
2-time champion, 13 wins on the career for Eric Holmes. There's Greg Persley. He's looking for win number 2 in his career. He won at Kyle, Texas at the opener last year.
And he thought he would have a couple of wins by now in this series. Persley, a former instructor at driving school at Irwindale.
And he's run well enough to have some of those wins. He just hasn't had the luck.
His best finish was a 3rd on the big track at Phoenix. Did win the pole in Irwindale, but got into some trouble in that race.
He cut a tire down leading, made hard contact with the outside wall. There's Martinez trying to get by the 60 of Taylor Barton. Taylor's back on the tour after missing the last 2 races.
If you're Luis Martinez, you know Eric Holmes has got a really stout race car. You're not going to try to race him right now. You're going to wait and hope you get a caution, hope you get a chance late in the race.
Oh, without a doubt. And he's really kept in pretty good contact. He's about maybe 6-8 car lengths behind, so he's certainly right there within striking distance. He's taking his time getting by the lap cars, and I think that's where Eric probably has a bit of an advantage with his years of experience. He gets by the lap traffic a lot quicker.
And with as long a green flag run as we have had here, we're seeing a lot of cars going a lap down.
Yeah, Taylor Barton right now is now finally just yielded to Luis Martinez. There's Greg Pursley. Now he's going to take the inside to try to get by Barton.
Taylor Barton, though, giving his car a pretty good run here tonight.
But he's giving the guys room on the inside. He is laying over to allow the lead lap cars room.
But as you can see, it is not easy to pass him. They're not just blowing by Taylor Barton.
See, this is another one of those racetracks, Mike, with a progressive banking. It's about 6 degrees down at the bottom all the way up to 12 degrees up at the top, and that's why the outside groove is so good here.
And that's why 10,000 people are here watching tonight, because they always see great racing in the weekly shows here.
Jonathan Gomez has pulled right up to the rear bumper of Greg Pursley, who may have been a little contact there. Pursley may have gotten to the left rear quarter panel of Taylor Barton, and he gets into him again.
Barton goes around, and caution will wave for the first time here tonight.
I think that was a situation where Greg Pursley said, okay, enough is enough. I followed you long enough. I'm going to need to help you out of my way.
Well, short track bumping and banging, trying to do the old bump and run here.
We saw Taylor Barton up on the outside of the racetrack for the majority of the time. Then he moved down to the bottom right where Greg Pursley was running.
Well, Pursley said, I got to go. Eric Holmes is our leader. Luis Martinez, the pole sitter, running second.